the hope of nations. Savior, He can move the mountains. My God is mighty to save. He is mighty to save forever. Author of salvation, He rose and conquered the grave. Jesus
Mayong adlaw sa tanan. Ngadto sa ato ang Division Superintendent Dr. Maria Lisa Artabilon, atong Assistant Superintendent Dr. Maria Jodilyn Ramos ug Dr. Judith B. Romagira. Surrogate Supervisor Dr. Antonio Liao. Our Public School District Supervisor Dr. Glinda B. Gudmalen. School Head of Teresita Elementary School Mr. Eliser B. Bayer. Among pinanggang kapitan Honorable Milanio Languyan, uban sa mga konsehalis, PT officials, mga magtutudlo, membro sa mo-graduate karon nga adlaw, mga ginikanan, mga kabataan, maayong adlaw natong tanan. Isip pag-welcome kaninyo ning atong ginahimo karon nga graduation pinaagi sa virtual. Ako nag-welcome kaninyo. Dako ipaabot ang ako nga mensahe nga bisan taliwala ning maong pandemya nga sa gihapon nakahimo ang atong mga magtutudlo aron ang atong mga kabataan makapadayon sa ilang pagtungha ilabi na para sa ilang maayong pagmaon. O anilang kukutob o daghang salamat o maayong adlaw natong tanan.
By the authority vested upon me by the Schools Division of Zamboanga del Norte, as head teacher of Teresita Elementary School, I have the honor to present to our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Maria Liza R. Tabilon, the candidates for graduation, 9 boys and 11 girls, a total of 20, who had satisfactorily completed the requirements prescribed by the Department of Education under the K-12 Basic Education Curriculum for school year 2020-2021.
Candidates, you have been proudly presented and recommended by your school head for graduation after you have successfully completed all the requirements of the curriculum as prescribed under the K-12 Basic Education Program of the Department of Education. By virtue of the authority vested upon me as Schools Division Superintendent of Zamboanga del Norte, I now confirm you graduates in the elementary education curriculum of the Schools Division of Zamboanga del Norte, school year 2020-2021. Congratulations!
I would like to express my warmest greetings and congratulations to completers and graduates of school year 2020-2021 with the theme Strengthening Quality Education Amidst the COVID-19 Pandemic. This has turned our world upside down, disrupting our lives physically, socially, mentally, and financially. This has been trying times for everyone in this new normal situation in education. We, administrators and staff, with a collaboration-building partnership of parents, guardians, and learners, technical assistance is necessary for the successful implementation of the learning delivery modalities. School heads and teachers must be updated with the skills and technology equipped. This is essential factors in providing quality education. This is challenge to everyone to go beyond what is expected in us. Learning continuity plan is the major response and commitment, and ensuring the health, safety, and well-being of learners, teachers, and personnel amidst this crisis for this school year. However, by using technology to increase efficiency in the areas with the capacity to do so, while empowering learners and communities to create positive learning environment in which learners can grow. Moreover, it should not sacrifice quality, but continue to provide equal opportunities, most especially to the marginalized and vulnerable sectors in the society. Start by doing what is necessary, then do what is possible. And suddenly, we are doing the impossible. For at the end, all shall be well. God will provide. Keep us safe, everyone. Thank you.
Congratulations and well wishes to all our 2021 completers and graduates in all the public and private learning institutions of the province of Zamboanga del Norte. Completing your academic milieu is a great accomplishment and should be celebrated. This year has been like no other, and your dedication and fortitude during this pandemic is much to be admired because the class of 2021 is the class that endured the most challenging of years, which you courageously persevered. You have accomplished so much while navigating the challenges of the new normal. Your hard work and resilience have been impressive, which concretized this year's graduation theme, strengthening quality education amid COVID-19 pandemic. In those days that you have been placed under the shelter of your homes and care and facilitation of your parents, while learning independently through modules or through other modalities, many have become your champions and worked incessantly to ensure that education will continue for you. Seeing you graduate today is so assuring and fulfilling for your teachers, families, friends, local and national leaders, and other stakeholders. Your support groups have exemplified a nurturing leadership and have collaborated to surmount overall challenges during the chaotic time to provide for you the much needed resources that will enable you to realize your dreams, knowing that your dreams serve as your driving force to succeed in life. Yet dreams can only be meaningful when in it are embedded the dedication and commitment, a power that lead and power you to translate dreams into realities, the reconciling of intentions with actions to translate dreams into positive outcomes, the energizing of self with good vibes through prayer, empowering, encouraging, and inspiring surrounding, the anchoring of pride and confidence, and ensuring to be clothed with a grace born out of modesty and humbleness amidst successes and triumphs. The motivating and influencing others, which elucidates leading and empowering people, and serving God through His people that multiplies and spreads widely the gifts and talents as your important treasures and blessings. Graduates, we adults who have come ahead in life have already committed and dedicated our plans, actions, and resources, hopefully, to make abound the opportunities for you. On this special day commences your journey to another phase of your endeavor in life. You take on a more challenging role to play, and as you traverse the path, it is our prayer that your perseverance and strength carry you through all difficulties and adversities. We will be with you along the way and are already excited to see the positive changes that you will be making in the world we live in. Mabuhay and God bless, Class of 2021.
Buenos dias a todos. Good morning, everyone. From the bottom of my heart and on behalf of the regional office, let me greet each and every one of you with this felicitation. Happy graduation. There are 3 persons whom we dedicate this event. First and foremost, your parents. They have given you so much love and understanding even at this pandemic time. If there is that group of persons who are very happy for this accomplishment that you have in this COVID pandemic time, it's your parents. Despite the problems of limited access to an online modality of learning, they have given the necessary support, especially financial support. Even for those who cannot afford, parents have gone out of their way just to help you out. And through the years, from the beginning of your schooling, our parents, your parents, have always been there. In fact, in a classical way of saying, you have never become one without your parents. What you are today, it's all because of your parents. And so to the parents who are attending also the virtual graduation exercises, let me thank you and let me congratulate all of you for having done your best as parents. After all, the real jewels in our family are our children. What they have achieved today is actually a big one to reckon with, and that would be an accomplishment also for us as parents. The second group that we should acknowledge and give accolade is the group of our teachers. And so to our teachers, to your teachers, let me also congratulate and be grateful for that untiring support that you have given in this very challenging COVID pandemic time. We have limited resources, we have limited time and space, but you are true to the work of a teacher. Actually, the theme of strengthening quality education despite this COVID pandemic time rests on the shoulders of our teachers. And so we have tested you for your resilience, for your perseverance, and for your remarkable competency, especially in matters of adjusting the learning resources. And so to our teachers, again, DepEd Region 9 is very grateful for all the sacrifices that you have extended. In the parlance of the theme of our 123rd Philippine Independence Day, you have become our heroes because despite the time and the space, you continuously pursue the delivery of the self-learning modules or the so-called blended learning modality. And the last group, of course, is your very own selves, coupled with the support of our local government units, especially also the school administrators. Let me congratulate and thank all of you, especially the principals, who have done a lot of things just to install and implement the basic learning continuity plan that we have installed for all our schools, even the private schools. And so today is a day of what we call a day of happiness, whether we like it or not. Let's all be cheerful that finally we have reached the end part, the finale of your learning for this school year, 2020-2021. Of course, we all know that this has been a very unique experience, having adapted the so-called SLM, the self-learning modules, as a way of getting insights, knowledge, and developing our skills. There are a lot of problems that come our way, especially as we comply with the IATF health protocols, especially that there are a lot of restrictions in the part of our learners. But in totality, we've been true to our mantra that learning must continue. This has been the clamor of our secretary, that learning must continue. And so we did prove to ourselves and to the community that learning has continuously been pursued by all of us. And so for Gen X, Gen Y, the millennials, and your group, Gen Z, we really are very appreciative of that kind of effort that you have extended. There were cases that you have started to stop and be tempted to drop out, but because of the persistence of your parents, the dedication and the commitment of our school administrators and teachers, finally you decided that you should also continue. Indeed, you have continued. Thus, your graduation exercises today. And so to all of you, our warm congratulations and felicitations for having done a good job. And so to class 2021, a unique class of COVID era, may you have a positive outlook after these graduation exercises as we welcome the next school year and as you welcome also the next set of challenges for your next ladder, next journey, as you want to put yourselves in that challenging part of educating yourselves and feeling accomplished, eventually being part of nation building. So to all of you, congratulations. To all of you who have proven that you are still very strong in mind and in spirit, with a strong commitment to pursue quality education. Again, congratulations. Muchísimas gracias. Hasta la vista.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always thought, we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day wherein finally our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded. In addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning, and you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers, and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if We don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore, you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many, many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student, because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work, because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
My fervent to speak to our school's division superintendent of Zamboanga del Norte Division, Dr. Maria Liza R. Tabiloy. To our public schools district supervisor, Dr. Glenda B. Gudmalin, and to our very supportive school head of Teresita Elementary School, Eliza D. Bayer. Teaching staff, barangay officials, PTA officials, parents, fellow graduates, viewers, ladies and gentlemen, have a pleasant day. I am deeply honored for having been given the opportunity to speak before this virtual gathering of victory. Today is a memorable day for all of us because we have just ended an episode in our elementary school life. Now we are about to start a new chapter of our journey, the high school. Now I could simply say that we are empowered and productive students that could face new challenges toward new horizon. For I believe that we are now equipped of all the things we need based from the experiences and trainings we had undergone from our alma mater. The theme says strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Even our journey is long and laden with thorns of this COVID-19 pandemic, but our accomplishment is very rewarding. The patience and dedication in answering our modules, complying all the outputs throughout the school year, and even in our 6 years of stay in the elementary hour, those what made us heroes like Jose Rizal. Our graduation today is the first of series of accomplishments that we will surely achieve with the guidance of our parents and people around us. Fellow graduates, don't forget to hold on characters. That is very crucial. That will be reflection for tomorrow on how you will build a strong foundation in your family first, community, and even yourself. Thank you and congratulations.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Before we close this virtual graduation ceremony, I'd like to take this last opportunity to say congratulations to my fellow graduates and to the family and friends who have helped us arrive at this moment. Fellow graduates, it is clearly seen our outstanding achievements and its well-deserved pride despite of this COVID-19 pandemic. Though that's not merely the end of the awarding of certificates and diplomas and be followed by hanging in our wall just for many people to admire with. So exactly what this ceremony means is not the highlight of the great applause for such token received, but rather accentuating our individuality on how far we set our limits. Just think about all that brought us hurt, at all the trials and misfortunes too great to recall, and the nights of study answering our modules, all these pandemic experiences, all the stress of not getting out our homes and all the efforts. All of it all comes together here today. In this ceremony, as we witnessed our defying, fruitful journey come to an end today, another door awaits us with lots of opportunities, chances, and pursuits. There comes a time that we will apply all the information, knowledge, and wisdom we gained during our stay in Teresita Elementary School, and that time is now. As we leave the gates of our school, kindly embody the ideals that our teachers implanted and possess the visions of holding the light of future. And we will show to the world our individuality with gratification. Before I end, I will leave a noteworthy quotation from famous philosopher Confucius. Our greatest glory is not never falling, but in rising every time we fall. As the end of academic year 2020 to 2021, once again, congratulations.
To the school's division superintendent, Dr. Maria Liza R. Tabilon, Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Maria Judilyn Ramos, Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Judith Romagera. To our Public Schools District Supervisor, Dr. Glenda B. Goodmalin. Fellow teachers, parents, graduates, and completers, good day sa atong mga kaigsuunan nga subanin, mapiyang gandaw. First and foremost, I would like to congratulate the parents for surpassing the very difficult track in this very trying times of pandemic. Dili laymo inyong kaagi sa pagpaedukar sa inyong mga bata aron lang malampos. Kay apil sa inyong pang-adlaw nga panginahanglanon ang pagpangita og panginabuhian kada adlaw. Og ikaduha, ang pag-atindi sa inyong mga anak samtang nag-eskwela sa pag-assist sa ilang mga modules kada gabi or matag adlaw. Buot sab nako nga ipaabot sa mga ginikanan nga dili lang kamo ang nagkalisod aning atong new normal kind of education. Tanan gikan sa ato ang division personnel, teachers, kay this is the first time nga nahitabo ang new normal education. Naglisod tag adjust tanan ang mga teacher. Kung kamo nagkabilar-bilar, ang teachers labaw nga nagkabilar-bilar para lang mapaabot sa inyong mga anak ang edukasyon. Ako ning hinaot og nagpasalamat sa inyong makanunayan nga suporta sa ato ang eskwelahan. Ilabi na sa ato ang barangay officials headed by Honorable Milanio Languyan, PTA officials headed by Honorable Gerson Paluray, and of course sa ato ang local government unit headed by Honorable Mayor Cecilia Halustos Carrion. To Manuel Resort nga naghatag og supplies para sa atong modular learning. And of course to our Almighty God for gracing us always in our endeavor, in our journey in this new normal education. I hope na sa sunod tuig magpadayon ang inyo ang suporta sa ato ang new normal education, since our president will not allow us for a face-to-face education. I hope na sa kanunay magapadayon ang inyong suporta sa atong modular learning modality. Thank you so much, and once again congratulations to the graduates and completers.
Diyos nagabambaza, napaksansal sa langit mo sa lupa, labik palad, sa nga grasya na binagay mo sa nami, labi na sa nga kalapusan, nga gambata nami, bisan sa kalalagan mo sa kalalamo, ilan kalampos kay, inaagi sa magabang niya, initanan, sinalig nami ito sa bumabaza, amen.